Hello, folks. That's me, sorry. Hello, folks. It's the Podsquad with Murray Schultz, Wendy Card, and yours truly, George Oliver. Thanks for joining us today for New Bern Now's podcast for October 7th, 2021. This is episode number 198. We're 2 away from 200. So stay tuned. You won't believe what's going to happen at episode 200. Isn't that right, Wendy?
It's going to be shocking.
It's going to be shocking.
I can't wait. Exciting.
We are connecting you with the people, places, and happenings in New Bern and the surrounding areas. Join in the conversation by commenting on this live stream on New Bern Now's Facebook page.
Before we get started, let's have a contest. Are you guys ready for the question?
Yep.
Yes. Is it an eating contest? I just had a really good lunch, but I could always participate in the eating contest.
Is it a drinking contest? Is it a drinking contest?
All right, we've got our thermos ready. Yeah, we're all good for our drinking contest.
Now you're going to make me forget the question. Okay, the trivia question. And if y'all are listening or watching out there, if you can answer this question, put it in this live stream and during the show, because we're going to announce the answer at 10 minutes to 2. So the question is, where is the frog fountain in New Bern? Where can you find the frog fountain?
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Uh-oh.
Is it a fountain that has like frogs built in it, or is it a fountain for frogs?
It's an actual sculpture of a frog. That kind of helps. That's a big, huge hint. George, you're making me give it away.
I just want to make sure it wasn't a fountain for frogs, because that might be harder to find. Maybe
there may be frogs in the fountain inside, like little tree frogs, or yeah.
That's very interesting.
I love frogs.
Very interesting.
There was a frog fountain.
Yeah, the frog fountain. Yeah, you'll find out. And so where were you eating, George?
Well, I had a wonderful lunch at Lupita's. If you are on Noose Road, like across from 37th Street, I think, right around that intersection.
I think that's Simmons Street.
Yes, I think so. It's a grocery store, and also has a kitchen with a dining area. And they have Mexican and Honduran and I believe Ecuadorian food. Very, very good. I had a seafood soup that was made Ecuadorian or Honduran style with some coconut milk in there. And it had shrimp and mussels and clams and squid and plantains. And it was so good. So if you haven't been to Lupita's, this is not a paid sponsorship. I just really liked it. It was really cool. And the family that runs it is very nice. So it was very busy. So I told that story because I was a little late getting on here today. I got here kind of right as the Wendy wanted to hit go. So anyway, it was busy. And I was commenting that it's good to see restaurants busy again. And there were lots of people out enjoying that food there. So support your local restaurants, your local bars, your local food trucks, your local social media podcasters, Wendy. So yeah, it's kind of good to see everybody out there kind of, getting back in the swing of things. It's nice.
Well, once I get the booster, I think we're going to start going on the road.
Good.
So.
Well, you mean not doing the virtual podcast anymore, but doing it in person?
Doing it in person. If the Pod Squad, we'll vote. We'll ask all the members of the Pod Squad if they're comfortable with it. But yeah, taking it on the road again. That was fun.
Yeah, it is nice. It's nice that sometimes you'll do it on location and kind of highlight a local business, which is good.
Yeah, so it's pretty much anywhere. I mean, I think last time was the Hannah House, and before that was Carolina Creations and Historical Society. So the whole goal is to connect you with the people, places, and great happenings in New Bern and surrounding areas. So
yes, very cool.
And let's see. So Mari,
yes,
did you go camping again?
No, because I've been super busy because we just purchased the Gina's Pizza that's in James City.
Wow.
I saw an article that they were closing, so so that you could
Yep.
buy it.
They did. They
Very
closed
cool.
it. And Dan, he loves to work, and in turn, I have to work. I mean, I don't get it, but we are a little bit torn between keeping it just like it was Gina's. You know me, I have to do everything from scratch. I want to hand pick all my stuff and make it the hard way. Everything I have to do is the hard way. But the past the past week, we've been just scrubbing, cleaning, organizing. And the past 2 days, we've been assembling some awesome pizzas. And tomorrow at the garage and Freshwater, we're gonna have menus there where they can call and place an order, and we'll get them delivered tomorrow night. So super pumped about it. And
Wow.
yeah, it's cool because like the tap rooms, it's hard to get a food truck. I know I don't want to take my food truck anywhere unless we're going to make some money. And sometimes you go to breweries and places and there's that you just don't make any money. So I personally don't like to ask food trucks to come to the garage unless I know it's a huge event and it's going to be worth their time. And sometimes also food trucks flake. I mean, we've canceled on events before for various reasons, not like all the time, but we had a flat tire the other day. This weekend it's going to pour. So it's going to give us both the opportunity to have food at each of our establishments. And I don't know, and maybe one day I'll get rid of that food truck and have weekends back. I don't know. We'll see. So
it is going to stay a pizza parlor.
It is. And I think we're going to keep the name too. We're still kind of tossing that around. Dan, like he wants to keep the name. I don't, but I honestly, you pick your battles. I just want to do awesome stuff, so.
Wow. Good
That's
for you
exciting.
guys.
Congratulations. That's
Yes.
a big
Thanks,
move.
thanks.
That's a big
I'm
move.
excited.
Yes.
Yeah. Very cool.
And you're ready for it looks like fall, but probably Mumfest, right? Look at you've got all the fall decorations behind you.
I love fall. Give me
It's
fall
beautiful.
and spring all year long. I don't want summer and I don't want winter.
It's like we would call this pumpkin spice living room. Maybe
Yeah, yeah.
finally pumpkin spice.
It does not smell like that, I promise. I have that spray in the garage bathroom, in the women's bathroom, and I just cannot. I'll go in the men's room. I cannot stand it. Oh, it's so bad.
Oh.
So George, what you been up to?
I do want to announce something that's coming up. So Bethany Pedley Richards with the Bike Box Project, everybody knows and loves her. She has a fundraiser coming up at the North Carolina History Center November 20th. And I know that's over a month away, but what she's looking for is she's looking for some help. It is a Back to the Future themed fundraiser, and she's going to be showing it on the big screen at the History Center outside, I believe.
Oh, really? Wow. Huh.
Well, she'll be showing it there at 3 and 7. And what she's in need of is a couple of characters. She would love to have some people that will dress up as Doc and Marty and come and take pictures with people. She's going to have the DeLorean there. So how cool would it be to get your picture taken with the car from the movie and also a Doc or a Marty? And so she had reached out to me and some friends at New Bern Civic Theater, and that is also a show date for Rock of Ages. That is our final show date, November 20th. And so most of the folks that would be interested in helping with something like that are already going to be occupied on stage. So I want to put out feelers to everybody just to talk about the event, which will be a really cool fundraiser and raise money for Parkinson's. But also to see if there's anybody out there that is able to help with this, that's interested in doing some fun work as Doc, Great Scott, or Marty, then contact Bethany. You could look at her website, bikeboxproject.org, or send her an email at bethany@bikeboxproject.org.
Awesome.
So, yeah, really cool. She does great things in the community, and this is just another example of a fun way to help raise money and awareness.
That's neat.
Oh, and Bethany,
Yeah.
if you're watching this, I did see your message. I saw that this morning, and I need to respond to you. But we want you to come on our podcast, and or I don't know what this is called because it's a video podcast and it goes on the radio. So we have to George had mentioned some kind of title, but we'll come up with it.
I don't remember.
I don't either. So Bethany, hopefully you'll be able to join us next week or the week after, whenever you're available. So thank you, and thanks for doing the rock steady boxing. Is it rock steady?
Yep.
So
Very
great
cool.
stuff happening. Yes.
And then
Yeah.
sooner than that, this weekend we do have a walk-in bathtub show Saturday night. It is the final improv show of the year at New Bern Civic Theater. It's at 7:30. Tickets are still available on the theater's brand new ticketing site. It's much easier to get tickets at New Bern Civic Theater now. You can get it done really easily. It's easy to understand. I do also want to thank the Sun Journal. They ran a front page article today about the show. The show did go on about Athens. And then they continued inside. They interviewed our interim executive director, Tyler Griffin, and also some folks from Rivertown. Very cool, very great coverage. We appreciate it. There is one correction I want to make. This picture down here says that we're doing an 8-hour improv show on Sunday. We're actually doing a 2-hour improv show on Saturday. So we will not be there for 8 hours on Sunday. It was actually 1 year ago that we did the first improv-a-thon on October 10th, which was 8 hours of improv. And I think they just mixed up the pictures of the caption or something. But I've already told our folks at the theater so that on Sunday, if they have people coming looking for 8 hours of improv, tell them no. That's not happening.
They're going to bring their sleeping bags. So.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. That's right.
Well, congratulations on your 1 year mark there. So, and you do the small town news and
small town news. That's been fun. Things. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, we just had our 150th episode of that. That's cool.
Oh, you're right on our tail then. You're gonna catch up with us.
We do 2 a week, so that's not fair. And one of them's short. One of them's like 5 minutes, and the other one's like a full hour. So.
We got to edit it to pare it down to be exactly 1 hour that's right. The pain in the neck. Right. So, but anyhow, I do have a couple announcements, but first let's get to our first guest, who's in the waiting room, and that's Jeff Barnwell with Footprints Flooring. And we're bringing them in.
Hi, Jeff.
Is that a floor?
I don't see a footprint.
Well, it flipped around on me here. I was just here.
You're the invisible man.
Apparently. This great start.
George said, "Is that a floor?"
I thought it was a floor, and then I'm like, maybe that's a chair. How are you?
There you go.
There we go. All right.
Way to make an entrance, right?
There you go. You made us wait for it. So
that's right. That's right. That's right. Good things wait. So
yeah, there you go.
Worth the wait. So how are you doing today, Jeff?
I am great on this rainy day. Hoping it stops here pretty soon.
So it's raining in Wilmington.
Yes. Hopefully.
It hasn't really started here yet.
I kept looking out the window too. I'm like, where's it?
Well, you can definitely have it all, because that's all we've seen today so far.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to rain a lot this weekend, and we've got Mumfest this weekend, don't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to rain.
Huh. Mm-hmm. So tell us about your company. Well, tell us a little about your background.
Sure. So, native North Carolinian, born and raised in Western North Carolina, moved out here to the coast because I love it. It's the greatest thing. And I've been in Wilmington since '97. I did most of my prior work was in pharmaceuticals and cosmetics. And finally, a few years back, my wife ended up having breast cancer. It was a really kind of an odd time with our younger kids and things. And so after, she successfully made it through all that, we said, it's time to get out of this corporate world and do something fun. And so we started going into business ownership, and recently started in with Footprints Floors, a national franchise. It's a great company. Brian Park, the original founder and the CEO of the company, is an excellent guy to work with, and he does a great job with all of us. So we're really excited now to be in the flooring industry, something that we've done in the past on some other smaller jobs, but full time now.
Good. Go ahead.
And you're based out of Wilmington?
That's correct. Yes. So based out of Wilmington, my territory actually goes up a little past New Bern and actually goes down past Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So have you been able to get some work up here yet in New Bern area? So
we just launched recently over the summer. We're expanding slowly out of Wilmington. We're up through getting basically up to Jacksonville at this point, and we're looking to move on up to New Bern here shortly. Something where we want to make sure our base is established and that we're correctly going through the process before we go too far too fast.
What kind of flooring is it? Like hardwood, or what is it?
So we can do some sales of the product, but we're primarily in the project management of the labor and the overall project.
Okay.
So we'll do just about any kind of flooring for you. Hardwoods, LVP. LVP is extremely popular right now. And of course, tile.
Nice. What's LVP?
Luxury vinyl plank.
Oh, I should have known that.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought it was LVT.
Well, there's that too.
Okay. There's all kinds of luxury vinyl.
That's correct.
Different shapes.
That's right. Luxury vinyl tile, luxury vinyl plank. Plank's more popular there. Yeah, it's a great way if you're in your home, unhappy with your floor. It's a cheaper alternative that's durable, waterproof. Everyone loves the waterproof, especially in our areas. And it's something that's relatively newer. And it's able to put down, change out your floors and make them look completely different for you.
I should have talked to you a week ago. We at the New Bern Civic Theater. I know, everybody tells you that, right? At New Bern Civic Theater, we are renovating the Athens Cafe building, which is right beside the theater, and we're turning that into rehearsal space. It's also office space, but we've cleared out the entire first floor. We did that a few days ago with a bunch of volunteers and a bunch of sledgehammers, and the flooring needs to be replaced. It is old flooring, and it looks like it was installed maybe right on the dirt. Like it's not a concrete pad. I guess it's a crawl space, but if you could crawl in that much space, so there's just like floor joists and then dirt and then these tiles, and it looks like somebody a long time ago where it was falling apart, they just put like rugs over it. So there's all these holes that we found where, whenever you fix something up, you can realize how bad it is, I guess. But that is something we're doing now. And I think we have the flooring contractors in there already, but it's always good to know who's out there who do these kind of things. Like you guys do the labor. You also do removal of old floors and that sort of thing too, Jeff?
Oh yeah. So we'll demo out what you have in place there, and then of course, if there's anything wrong with the subfloor or anything like that, we can do a little bit of work on that end as well to make sure that you're not putting a nice new floor on something that's going to fall right through. Definitely don't want to.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
As a building that's been around since 1912, I don't think they're the original floors, but I don't know. They're old.
Yeah. You would be surprised at some of the older homes and how well it's surprising, especially with wood floors in older homes, how well they do, considering how old they are. I don't know if it's the gaps in around windows and doors, but the humidity levels stay great above and below, and they actually do a lot better than some of the newer homes.
These were some sort of man-made tile type thing. Do you guys also do, like, if asbestos is found, you do abatement of that?
So we will, if there's asbestos found, that's when we're going to turn that over to a remediation company. So
Gotcha.
we're not going to go into that. There's certain requirements that need to be met, and we want to make sure that we're not doing anything that's going to cause any problems for you or the next homeowner.
Gotcha.
So,
Are y'all primarily residential, commercial, both?
we will do both. Primarily, it's residential. Most of it is whenever they're looking to remodel at their home. So some new, some commercial, but primarily it's residential.
Gotcha.
When I bought my first house down the road here, they had some weird kitchen linoleum. So since I was really rich at that time, I bought some of those peel and stick tiles and stuck them all over the kitchen floor. And of course I didn't do it properly. I mean, as proper as you can do with peel and stick tiles, but I remember vacuuming or, sweeping over the floor, and some of it would just come right off the floor, not even stuck. I mean, it was horrible, but it looked cool.
And you just stick those right over the old floor, right?
Yeah, I did. It was horrible.
Yeah, we're actually going over some of that today with LVP.
Oh yeah.
Actually, this morning we started putting some over that same exact tile.
Hey, it was cheap. I was young.
There you go. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So Jeff, what is right? I'm sorry. Go ahead, George.
No, Wendy, please.
Is there anything special you want to tell anyone about your business that we haven't covered?
The main thing is, no matter if you're working with Footprints Floors or any other flooring company, make sure that you trust the person and that you understand and they're willing to communicate with you and let you know what's happening with your floors. You don't want, I run into so many homes where it's either an unfinished job or where the person who put it in had no clue what they were doing. So you want to make sure without a doubt that they know what they're doing. And if you're questioning anything, ask them. Don't just assume that anyone knows, myself included. No one is going to be 100% on every single flooring piece of knowledge that there is out there. With our company, at least we have over 100 different people that we're able to communicate with to try and find those answers for you. But regardless, make sure that you know what's going on. That's going to be your floor. It's your home. You want something that you enjoy.
Right.
Jeff, you mentioned your territory goes up a little north of New Bern down to Myrtle Beach. Are there other franchises in North Carolina for Footprints Flooring?
There are, yes. We have just about the entire state is covered. We have a little section, if anybody's interested, in the really Fayetteville up through Greenville area. That section is still open, but everywhere else we're in west of there, and then we actually branch into a little bit there into the northeast of North Carolina as well.
For some of our listeners, it might be interesting to talk about why you chose a franchise as opposed to just Jeff's Flooring. Like what was it about the franchise model that attracted you? If people are looking into that sort of thing.
Absolutely, and I completely understand. I had gone through a failed franchise before where there was no type of training really in process or in play there. And so one of the things with Footprints Floors is an excellent source of training. They have a business model that has worked well. There's, I believe, over 100 different franchises now in the United States and growing quite rapidly. But an example is we have an area where we're looking for answers, and we have even some of the industry professionals from the NWFA and some of the different vendors that are on there as well to help answer some of those questions. So when we run into something, we're not, if it had just been me starting my own company and I ran into a problem, I'm searching the internet or just hoping I'm right. Whereas now we have a whole team of people that are dedicated into making sure that what we get is right and protecting the brand.
Okay.
All right. So if people want to
Yes.
learn more about your company, where do they go?
Yes, so footprintsfloors.com. That's going to get for the overall company. And then if you are interested in our section, you can get into the different locations and find us that way. But you can always call into any of the numbers there, and someone there will be able to help you, or at least get you over to the correct person.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. And I hope it stops raining in Wilmington and stays away from us.
Push it up there.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. And
Thank you. It's nice meeting
Good
all
luck,
of you.
Jeff.
yeah, congratulations. So, all
Yeah.
right,
Thank you.
have a great day.
All right, you too.
Okay, there we go.
All
All
right.
right. So real quick, the trivia question is, where can you find the frog fountain sculpture in New Bern?
Did anybody answer it yet?
I don't see anybody.
Hmm.
Frog fountain, folks.
Frog Fountain.
All right, and our next guest is in the waiting room, and it's Jim Davis. He's the Vice President of Nursing Services with Carolina East, and we're so thankful for all that he does, him and his staff, the team at Carolina East. There he is.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Guys, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing well. I hope you guys are.
Yes, good. And we're so glad you joined us. And how you holding up?
We're holding up. We're busy.
Yeah, you're busy.
Yeah. Yeah, we are as busy as we were last January, February. We are actually, I was looking at some of the numbers today, and we've actually seen more COVID positive patients in August, September than we did last January, February.
Wow.
So we've, discharged about over 400 COVID patients in the last 2 months. It's coming down. I say it's coming down. We are at a better place than we were 2 or 3 weeks ago. But we have today 33 patients in the hospital admitted with COVID-19, and 4 of those are in the ICU. 2 of those are mechanically ventilated. So that's a better number than it was a couple of weeks ago. I think we got up to 59 as our high this go around. We've discharged over 30 this week. So the majority of those patients come in and are treated and do go home, but not all of them. We've had, I guess, compared to last January, February, I think we had about 34 patients expire or decease from COVID-19. This last 2 months, we've had about 38. So people are still getting very sick with COVID, and the majority of those are not vaccinated, unfortunately. About 80% of the patients that are in the hospital on any given day are unvaccinated. So.
Well, I was a couple of weeks ago, I was in the ER with a friend, and can you tell us about your policy as far as only one person can go, like, for the whole day? And
yeah, we still have we'd gotten away back in June, July. We had been able to decrease our restrictions on visitation, but it is currently one designated visitor with each patient. So if you get admitted, you can designate one person as your visitor in hopes of decreasing the exposures to our patients and to our staff, only allowing one designated person to visit each patient.
yeah, I noticed there was a lot of the COVID patients, and there was a backup, but not by no fault of you or your staff or anybody. It's just you're being a little overwhelmed with things and what your team goes through every day. I can't imagine. So like car accidents have to wait until they gotta wait in line, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah, well, we triage everybody based on acuity, and so the highest acuity, the sickest patients go first. The ED is and always has been a very difficult place to keep to manage, because you don't ever know what's coming in the door. It's a constant. There's no control. We welcome everyone that comes, but you have to triage and see the sickest patients first. And our ED has been very busy. We've had a lot of people coming in that just need to be COVID tested. But if you present to the ED, we're going to see you. We don't turn anyone away. So they've been very, very busy, and getting through all the patients that are coming in. We're seeing, so if you compared it to this time last year, we're seeing about 50 patients more a day in the ED than we were this time last year.
Wow.
And, you know, our healthcare workers are a year ago were healthcare heroes, and now everybody's tired. Our community's tired. We're tired. Our staff are tired. Everybody's frustrated with the fact that COVID is still here. You know, we hope it would be gone by now. We got really excited back in June and July when we had an average of 2 patients in the hospital each day with COVID. And then with the spike, it's, I think our whole community, everybody's just tired and frustrated. And, my plea would be that everybody would come together like our community normally does, and pull together and work as a team and give each other patience and grace, and help support each other. And it's not just healthcare workers, it's the restaurant workers and the grocery store workers. I saw it the other day. I was at a restaurant and somebody was screaming at their server because they ran out of something. Well, there's so few things that are within our control anymore. You go to the grocery store and you see shelves that are empty because they can't get certain things. So there's, clothing that's not coming into the retail stores. And I hope that our community will continue to pull together as a group and support each other, give each other grace and love, and help us get through this, because it will go away. We will get there. I'm confident science will win, but it's right now it's still very present and very busy.
Wow. So do you have any idea of how many people in our community, say Craven County, are vaccinated versus non-vaccinated?
So the last time I looked at it, I want to say that of the eligible ages of folks that were vaccinated, it was close to 60, maybe 65%. I want to say, I can't remember exactly. I haven't looked at it in a couple of weeks. I think we have seen an increase in folks that have decided to get vaccinated. The vaccine's been out for over almost a year now, and it did get the Pfizer got the full FDA approval. So I personally, I'm involved in at least half of our vaccine clinics. We are still doing vaccine clinics every week in different places to try and help get more folks vaccinated. And I've seen more first doses coming in than we did for a while there. That had really mellowed out in the number of first doses being given, but we've seen a good many more in the last really 2 months. So, which is good. It's exciting. It is, my personal experience from what I'm seeing in the hospital each day, patients who are vaccinated are far less sick than those that are not vaccinated. And that's not always true. They're the 1s and 2s that have a lot of comorbidities and all are immunosuppressed that are still getting very, very sick with COVID. But and a majority of the people who are vaccinated are getting a much milder case.
I think I saw this morning, Jim, an article about Pfizer asking for approval of a vaccine for 5 to 11-year-olds.
Yes.
So that's good news. That's coming apparently. So
that is. I think we'll hear more about that in the next 2 weeks, and that is wonderful news. I think that would be fabulous. We have seen, with the Delta variant, far more kids to become COVID than we did last go around. Very few children tested positive initially and last January or so, and this time it's been a much larger number.
What is the age eligibility for the vaccine?
Today it's 12 and up.
12 and up.
Yeah, 12 and up, and they're asking for, I believe it's 4 to 11 or 5 to 11, I believe, and I think that will be a smaller dose. I'm not positive, but it sounds like it'll be a little smaller dose, and hopefully that will help decrease some of the sickness in children.
We have a policy at New Bern Civic Theater that to participate in a show, cast or crew, you must be vaccinated. And so we traditionally have our kids shows in the spring, and we pushed it to summer next year in the hopes that a vaccine will be available for kids so that they can participate. But that's really just, we're doing what we can to try to stop the spread. And also, I mean, you operationally, if you have somebody that tests positive for COVID and you're a week away from a show, it kills the show.
Yeah.
And so all that months of work that you've done on that would be gone. But yeah, fingers crossed with Pfizer.
I know. I agree. I actually, my first degree was in theater years ago. So I can imagine working all those months and getting to that point and going, oh.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we had a breakthrough case. Somebody tested positive in the cast of Clue 14 days, about 2.5 weeks before we opened. So that person went on quarantine, and we had Zoom rehearsals. And then after the first weekend, another cast member tested positive with a breakthrough case. We had to put everything off a weekend. But Jim, where have you been? You need to come out and try out for things. If you have a degree in theater, I want to see you at New Bern Civic Theater.
You would have to replicate him.
You've got to come
right here at the hospital.
Do you was your degree in performance?
It was. I went to College of Charleston, got my Bachelor of Arts in Theater, and did some work for a couple of years, and realized I really wanted to go back to medicine where I'd started. I started off as pre-med, pre-nursing, and went back to nursing. So loved it. I mean, enjoyed it, but it's a very time consuming when it's not what you're doing for a living.
Right. But that's the beauty of community theater, is people from all walks of life, whether they have degrees or don't, but enjoy that. So take a look at the schedule we're going to put out for next year and see what interests you, man. I want to see you out there. It'd be great.
Maybe post-COVID.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's right. Yeah, that would be great. Be a good way to celebrate the end of that era.
That's right.
So do you have any parting thoughts for the community? What can we do to help you and your team at Carolina East?
I would just say, be patient. I mean, none of us like the visitation policy any more than anyone else. None of us like the short staff thing. I mean, we're short staffed, we're busy, people are leaving healthcare to go to different things. The great resignation of 2021, I think, is maybe a real thing. And so just be patient with your healthcare workers, with your servers, with everyone. Give each other a little grace, even at home, because everybody outside of work also has their home life, and it's just as stressful and difficult. I think the best way to support our healthcare workers is to stay well, get your vaccine, and try not to contract COVID so that you don't have to come into the hospital. We really would love to see it go away, and we have an incredible healthcare staff. They are all working very hard, and they love what they do. And just like every hurricane, they show up every day and they do their best. And this is that hurricane that won't go away. 5 or 6 days here with Florence was nothing compared to 18, 19 months of COVID.
Well, Jim, we are so fortunate to live in such a small area that has such a wonderful group of people at the hospital there. So thank you all for all of that, everything you do. And I know it wears on you, and after a while, it's just it's just a lot to do for a long time. But God, we're so grateful that y'all have stuck in there for us.
Thank you. We're glad to be here. And if you get a chance, just love a healthcare worker.
There you go. And Jim, real quick, are you all providing the booster shot yet? Is that available?
We are. Each of our vaccine clinics that we're doing, we have the first doses, second doses, and third doses, as well as the booster of Pfizer. Pfizer is the only one that has a booster dose approved yet. Third dose, of course, for the immunosuppressed, but also the booster for anyone at least 4 weeks post their second. 6 months past for the booster, 4 weeks for the third dose for immunosuppressed. So
Jim, does that mean you needed to have the Pfizer for the first 2 shots to get the booster?
That is what they recommend at this point. They're recommending you stick with the same brand of vaccine that you got initially. We'll actually be in Oriental tomorrow afternoon at the Piggly Wiggly, and then also at the Old Front Porch Festival, I believe is the name of it.
It's up in Oriental.
Yes,
Great,
we'll
great
be there
gig,
tomorrow
yeah.
giving vaccines, and then next week we'll be at the community college 2 days again doing vaccines. We're doing them here at the hospital a couple days a week, and we're planning more and more. We will be doing more as the Moderna booster gets approved as well.
I have to check. I can't remember now. I had Moderna. I couldn't remember. It seemed like it was such an important thing for a while there. Once you got it done, but I couldn't remember what I had. Who are they recommending get the booster? Is it everybody, or is it just certain risk factors?
Right now, I believe the booster recommendations are for anyone over 65 or anyone, I believe, over 18 that has any certain other health problems, and then any frontline workers, anyone that is, I believe they use the words exposed, that could be in a position where they're exposed regularly or could be exposed regularly. So you can fit a lot of people into that category. So we've already given a lot of boosters. We had a vaccine clinic here at the hospital yesterday and gave 130 vaccines. I think 10 first-time doses, 20 second-time doses, and about 100 additional doses between third dose or boosters.
Wow. Well, Jim, we can't thank you enough for you and your team, everyone at Carolina East, for everything, and love a healthcare worker out there, folks. Get vaccinated for them. So
right.
For you. So thank you so much. And is there anything else?
I don't think so. Thank you for having me on today. And
Okay,
thank you for what you do.
No, thank you. Whew.
Thank you, Jim.
You're our hero. So thanks. Have a great day.
Thank you. You guys too.
Okay. Stay safe.
Thanks.
Right.
Wow. That was sobering.
I had 2 friends who were nurses, and 3, and they quit like within the past month. They're just done. They're done. They've had it. It's scary.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And on a lighter note, didn't mean to bring you down out there, folks. Does anyone watching have any questions or announcements that you'd like to make? There are some things that I received. The first one is the American Association of the University Women, the AAUW Twin Rivers branch, turns 25, being in New Bern in April. They are a nonprofit, nonpartisan women's group. They are most famous for their local authors luncheon fundraiser, and all proceeds go to a scholarship to women and girls. Yeah. And did you all get the printout that I?
Yeah. The draft
What's
outline?
The outline?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything after that?
Oh. I thought I had more information about the AAUW. I'm like,
Congratulations, the AAUW.
It's the rain. It started raining, so now we all need to get our lives together.
yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Congratulations to the Crafty Bear Market. Is that the part you're referring to, Wendy?
Yes.
The Crafty Bear Market is celebrating their grand opening and ribbon cutting with the New Bern Area Chamber of Commerce on October 1st. They did that, and they have over 30 small business represented there. It's part of the American Dream Project pop-up shop.
Yeah, that's
cool.
very cool.
I had to go on their Facebook page to see what that was about, and it's neat because I'm like a block or 2 from Southern Persnickety, and I've never been in there because I don't like to shop. But it's really cool because people will just go like with my one friend makes this pumpkin right there. Can you see
I was gonna say, look behind you. I think they've been in your house.
Be quiet. So she, Salty Mermaid, she made that pumpkin, and she came to our pop-up market at the garage, but she has a booth in there. And I didn't understand at the time that, people just rent a little section of these spots and put their little neat crafts they make. So this is another type of place like that, but I think it's in the mall. Is that
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna check it out. So that's neat.
Yeah, that is neat. And the Salty Mermaid is really neat. I've been
Oh, yeah.
following them on Facebook
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, social media for a long
Yeah,
time. So
she has some good stuff.
Yeah. And speaking of pumpkins, Christchurch has their pumpkins. The
Oh, yeah.
pumpkins came in yesterday, and my wife Dare works over there, and they were unloaded pumpkins. Oh my goodness, so many pumpkins, and just a great group of folks came, and just so much work moving those pumpkins, getting them out there. So the pumpkin patch is back. I know it was not there last year due to COVID. So go get your pumpkin, man. All the proceeds. I don't know if everybody realizes this, but all the proceeds of those sales go to local nonprofits, and there are grant applications available to Christchurch on their website. That if you have a local nonprofit that you would like to try to participate in this, just fill out a grant application and send it into Christchurch. I think it's still open, but it's getting close probably to closing. So get in on that. That's why they're doing it. That's why they do this every year, is to raise money to give it right back into the community.
that's
It's
just wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect place to go take pictures too.
it
is.
It is.
Yeah, I was down there yesterday. I was doing a little video of the patch, and all the volunteers is just wow. Like they asked the community to come help unload the stuff, and it just looks amazing. They did a wonderful job, and I'm ready for fall. So
yeah.
I'm not. Wait till Christmas.
Well, no, Halloween's got to come first. That's my favorite time of year.
You know what?
So.
I am not a Halloween fan. That's why I put fall stuff up. I just skip it's so weird to me. So I do have decorations, but I take them all to the tap room, and I pawned some off on my daughter the other day, but I never decorate for Halloween. So, I do this, and then it goes at the end of November, so I don't have to swap it out, and I love it. So
wow,
Halloween is.
Our family loves Halloween, Mari, and I
I'm
need
the
to go
only
get
one.
stuff out of the storage unit. I've got to get that done
Today after this.
you know what I did 14 years ago on Halloween?
What?
I retired from the Navy, sitting around a campfire.
I
retired out at Cherry Point, and they're like, okay, we're going to have a ceremony, and there's going to be 200 people standing at attention, and the speakers and all this stuff. It's a big with music and stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to have my sister read the discharge for me. And that's how I retired. And it was the best day because it was on Halloween. Cool. So
Halloween, how about it?
That's a good day. That's a good memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really into the big fanfare or whatever that's called. So, and speaking of October, for the whole month of October, you got the Tryon Civitan Club, and they've teamed up with the Emerald Golf and Country Club for their annual peanut butter drive benefiting religious community services. And the peanut butter can be dropped off at the Emerald. And I think this was postponed last year. So yeah. So if you have peanut butter.
And I read that if you're allergic to peanuts, just drop off butter.
Well, they accept jelly too, I think. I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah, that was bad. Let's see.
Have you ever tried to roast peanuts, Mari? You probably know how to do that because you know how to cook. You ever
I've
tried to roast peanuts?
No.
It's harder than you think. I have a client
Sure.
that's a farmer that drops them off at the office, and I was like, "Hey, Mason, let's roast some peanuts."
No.
Did not turn out well. No, did not turn out well. I don't know what I did wrong.
What did you do to him?
I had a recipe from Dawn in our office, who's a chef, and it was just like peanut oil and salt. I went and bought peanut oil, but bought kosher salt, kind of tossed them around in there, put them on pans, cooked them at 350 for, she said 20 minutes, and then do a quarter turn, another 20 minutes. And they just, I don't know, man, they did not look like peanuts or taste like peanuts that I'm used to. They were still kind of wet and like milky looking.
Have you ever boiled them?
I boiled some at the same time in a crock pot, like forever. Cooking forever. Yeah, those turned out better. But the roasted ones were also somehow still wet. I don't know. If anybody has any ideas or recipes, make sure to send them, please.
funny. Oh, and I do have another announcement. The Slice of Pie fundraiser, Papa John's Slice of Pie fundraiser on Sunday, October 10th, between noon and 9. Order a pizza from Papa John's at 2009 South Glen Burnie Road. And before placing your order, make sure you let them know it's for Partners in Education. And you call 636-1212 for takeout or delivery, and you'll get 15% of your meal price is donated to Partners in Education. So
Very cool. That's great.
That's a great idea. So
Nice.
That's great.
thinking outside the box.
Wendy, do you want to go through some of the other things coming up on the calendar?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All month long in October, there are a couple things going on at the Bank of the Arts Gallery. You have the Mum's the Word exhibition for the annual Mumfest exhibition, and also Ben Lindeman is in the Directors Gallery. You guys have seen Ben's work, just amazing photography, aerial photography,
Yeah.
gorgeous. I love that Ben is being shown there at Bank of the Arts. So go by and check that out. It's free to the public, Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5 at Bank of the Arts, 317 at Middle Street. Support your local artists.
Yeah, he was actually, I caught him playing with his drone, doing his drone thing over at the pumpkin patch yesterday. I'm like, is that Ben? Because I need to get glasses. I can't see very far. And I'm like, is that you, Ben? and he had the remote in front of him looking at me, and the drone was behind him, like right there. I'm like, how does that work? So it was pretty cool.
That's
very
great.
impressive. So
Yeah, he has some good shots. I can't wait to go check that out.
Yeah.
Let's see, on the 8th, Les Chefs. It's a 2012 movie. It's an international film from France and Spain. Comedy drama from 4:15 to 7:30 in the Craven Community College's Oranger Auditorium. I probably should go see that. I should go see that.
Yeah, that's right.
actually,
You can do a
it's
remake.
it's three times. It's at 2:30 p.m., at 4:15 p.m.,
shoot.
and
Sorry.
7:30 p.m. So you have 3 chances to go see it, Mari.
I was like, that's a long movie. I missed it. I missed it 2:30.
It's like
What they do
George's
is they roast
improv
peanuts.
show.
They roast peanuts the whole time, and they're still wet, so they put them back in. You have to keep watching.
3 hours worth.
Art Walk on the 8th. That's tomorrow, 5 to 8. Various locations in New Bern. Bank of the Arts. You can find the map of the participating businesses.
Yeah, and Mumfest. Well, that's not is it? I thought it started
Mumfest,
Friday,
yeah.
but it says the 9th to the 10th. Huh? Do I have my
Probably-
dates messed up?
Probably Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But the 8th through the 9th is Triumph Palace Fall Heritage Plant Sale, which is always a great thing.
That is
And
fun.
that's from 10 to 5 inside the palace gates. Call 639-3500.
The 8th through the 10th, Rivertown Players is doing the Murder on the Orient Express. So that's Friday to Saturday. Friday and Saturday at 7:30, Sunday at 3 at the Masonic Theater on Broad Street.
Yes, and that was supposed to go last year. They were a week away from opening when COVID shut down theaters. And so they were able to salvage most of their cast and recast the places they needed to. So that's been over a year in the making. Go check it out. Should be fun.
Very cool. And then you got, go ahead, George.
Cars and Coffee in New Bern on the 9th from 8 to 10 behind Belk for car enthusiasts who want to show off their rides, talk shop, and share a cup of great coffee. Held on the second Saturday of each month. I've never heard of this. Of course, I don't know that I'm a car enthusiast. I'm not sure if I pull up in my car, if anybody's going to want to care about it, but I guess it's just open to anybody that wants to talk cars and drink coffee.
I want to say they're not all men, but there's mostly men, and they're like kind of like hot rod cars. I know they're hot rods.
So if I pull up in my Hyundai or my Ford Flex, do you think I'll be?
Oh, I don't know.
Find other Ford Flexers.
For sure, you will.
For sure. Oh.
I don't even know
and-
what that is.
I don't know. That's fun. We got to check that out, man.
Yeah.
And then Walking Bathtub, Saturday night, 7:30. And it is in celebration of Moldy Cheese Day because they need their day too. Moldy cheese doesn't get enough days.
Me or you, Wendy?
And then the Mumfest 5K and 1 mile fun run is from 7 to 10 a.m. at Union Point Park. And call New Bern Parks and Recreation at 639-2901 with any questions.
It would take me from 7 to 10 a.m. to walk. Wow.
I'm
I'm
with
glad
you.
they give you plenty of time because
But Mari, it's a fun run. It's fun. Don't forget that.
there's
There's
nothing,
no fun in running.
nothing fun about running.
Oh,
Woo, no, let's see. Jones County, a perfect 10. That is, I'm sorry, I didn't read this. 1 to 6 p.m. along 10 Mile Fork Road near Pollocksville and Riverbend. Several businesses and farms along these routes. The fundraiser for the filling station. I should do some research before I read these things. So yeah, what is, hold on.
I can tell you about it. It's so it's raising money for the filling station. They're going to have some bands out there. Our band, the Bonafides, is going to play from 2 to 3, I think.
Nice.
And it's Dan Jenkins is a gentleman out that way who has a farm, and I think that's maybe the end point of it, or that's the focal point of it. Okay. And he's going to have a lot of different musicians and people trying to raise money for the filling station. So, and Dan Jenkins is a harmonica player in his own right, so he may get up there and play with a song. That'll be fun.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And they'll also have cow pie bingo at one of the farms. Ooh. And Zach's of Millardtown, that gift shop. If you haven't been out there, it's in Trenton on that road, 10 Mile Fork Road. It's really a cool, like old timey. Have either of you been?
I don't think so.
You gotta check it out. Zach Kuntz. He was he the mayor of Jones County? I don't know. Oh, wow. Anyway, him and his wife own it, and he's a jeweler, but they have all kinds of neat stuff.
You said he was a jeweler, but my brain heard jeweler, which
I thought she said fun. The same thing.
He must be really good if he survived more than one duel. If you get known as a dueler, you got good aim.
Maybe it's because my hair is on fire here.
Yeah, there you go.
Speaking right. Okay, what else do we got?
Oh, the Travis Tritt concert, finally.
Finally.
Yeah.
This month, so we have tickets to that, and I'm pretty psyched.
Good. Yeah, and that's with Crawford and Power. So, and let's see. Let's stop there. I do want to say something about, okay, were you either of you or anyone watching this affected by the Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp?
I was on the food truck, so I was really, really busy, but I did, when I got off the food truck, we got done with a busy lunch. I went to Facebook and I realized it was still stuck on like the post that 4 hours or 5 hours prior. And I thought, that's weird. I remember I refreshed a couple times and I thought, well, I'm not going to die, so it's okay. But I know there were people in panic mode over it.
I thought that I'd been hacked, and I've never been hacked. And I thought, okay, it happened. So, I like sent messages to my wife and Nina, and they run the Bonafides Facebook and Instagram. I was like, change passwords. And then I sent the same thing to the guys in Small Town News Walking Bathtub, change passwords, I've been hacked. But then they were like, calm down. It's everybody. I said, okay, I don't care if it's everybody, that's great. I just worried about, I always worry about that. I don't know. There's all these evil people out there that just want to steal your information,
Well, the biggest thing of that people that I talk to, number one, if their business was only on Facebook, and their nonprofit is only on Facebook, and that's the only place. Well, they don't realize that people left Facebook because they're tired of whatever. I mean, there's still a lot of people on Facebook. It's a great place. We're doing this live stream on Facebook. But if I went to retrieve say Facebook went down right after we finished, and I went to retrieve this video, it's gone. You know what I mean? Unless it comes back up. So who knows? The only way you can get around that is have your own website. That is your piece of real estate on the internet, and no one can take that away from you. So as long as you have proper security plug, you maintain that. And I recommend New Bern Now's Peace of Mind, Jeremy Leray, with New Bern Web Design. He's awesome. It's newbernwebdesign.com. And also Cindy Papia, who just joined our team. She is, I had the phone number. Come on, Wendy. She's our media coordinator, and she runs Office to Go, which she's also a web developer. So check that out. And Jeremy's number's 349-0270. So.
And the Leray family is heavily involved with the filling station, was instrumental in getting that going and keeping it going. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun
folks.
fundraiser.
Yeah.
Can't wait for
fundraiser.
that. Yeah, fundraiser. Yeah.
You got to
okay.
tell us where that frog fountain is, Wendy.
The answer. Who knows
All
the
right, let's
answer to
guess.
this?
Mari, where do you think it is?
Wait, let's ask one more time. Do you guys know why am I talking into my phone? Do you guys know where the frog fountain is in New Bern? It's a sculpture. That's a hint.
Not at Union Point, is it?
Nope.
Is it in the alley by Carolina Creations? Does that have frogs on it?
Nope.
It's a fountain. Let's see.
You want to try hot and cold?
Oh, wait. Is it at the History Center, the restaurant?
Cold.
Oh, is it downtown?
No. Whoops. Cold.
Oh, it's not downtown.
It's not downtown. Is it at the airport?
Cold. Really cold.
It's at a park.
Really cold.
It's at Wendy's house. It's at Wendy's house.
No, actually, it's kind of close to my house. Closer, warmer.
It's
not downtown. Is it at Martin Marietta Park?
Cold.
Is it at Wendy? I've never been to your house. You got to give me where do you live?
Okay, a hint. One of your improv guys has something to do with where it's located.
It's near the community college. Is it at the community college? Really?
Oh, no kidding.
Oh.
Do I have applause? Whoops. Okay, that was the wrong button. Yeah, it's at Craven Community College. It's a Congleton Sculpture Walk. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
I've heard of Congleton. Is this after Dr. Congleton?
Dr. Jim Congleton. I was down at Michael Lee's studio on Middle Street, Studio M, and Michael Lee Rose Watson and Dr. Jim Congleton. He was helping her put together that prehistoric or whatever 40 million year old turtle. And he says, "Hey, have you seen the sculptures out at the college?" I'm like, "No, I don't go to the college." So I took a ride out there. There's 19 of them that he donated to the college.
Oh,
and
wow.
I mean, these are some really nice sculptures. Chris Rivers. Y'all know Chris, right? She's a sculptor. She does the sculptures. I think she did Greg Smith's hands. I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure though. Anyway, she has sculptures out there. So it's a tour that you take, a walking tour.
That's neat.
Like it's a self-guided. There's no one there to take you on the tour, but yeah, and they have all different.
Oh, Chris Richards, the sculptor.
Yes.
Yes, I do know Chris. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, her name used to be Chris Morgan, so now it's Chris.
Yes,
Richards.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So, Yeah. So anyway,
Very cool. Now
fun
describe
trivia.
the sculpture for us. Is it like a fountain that's got frogs on it, or is it a giant frog where the water comes out of his mouth?
You just described it perfectly. The water comes out of his mouth. Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And a lady was sitting there reading a book when I went over to do the video and take pictures. And yeah, it was pretty neat. And
That's neat. I
so
didn't even know that existed. That's good.
Yeah,
That's there.
no idea.
you can download the brochure from cravencc.edu. So yeah.
Cool.
The Congleton Sculpture Walk map. And I think that's a wrap.
Is that a wrap, Wendy? That's a wrap.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
No.
So
No. Okay. All right. Okay. Send us your announcements, stories, events. We'll add them to the calendar on New Bern Now's website. If you want to be a guest on the show, or if you want to join the Pod Squad as a member, give me a call at 259-6853 or send us an email at info@newbernnow.com. After the show, this video will be uploaded to iTunes, and then the audio goes on our podcast stations, and WNOS 103.9 FM airs it every Wednesday at 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. So thanks for listening, everybody. And thank you, Mari and George.
thank you, Wendy.
It's up here. Hold on. It's calling someone. Darn it. How do I stop it? You
Are
ready?
you trying to find the clarinet?
Press play.
Shake it.
Oh my gosh. Stop working.
There's the clarinet.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Bye, guys. See you soon.
See you later. Bye.